I might have screwed up. If I did mess up, we're going to start it all over again, I tell you that much. Oh boy. This sucks. Come on. No, I don't want to stop. Okay. Now I think we're live. Okay. All right. Took me a minute, y'all. I had to press a button. Go figure. I'm just going to make sure that I get it going up here. Let's see here. And then we'll be all set to get started. Awesome! All right, guys, let's go ahead and get started. How's everybody doing tonight on this wonderful sunny evening? It is gorgeous outside right now. So tonight is all about finding some inexpensive ways to kind of bring some cheer and brighten up our neighborhoods a little bit. You know, with crafting, we have a certain skill set that's available to us. So I'm going to use that skill set tonight, and we're going to work on doing some mailbox covers or toppers, whatever you want to call them, mailbox toppers. And they're so cheap, they're inexpensive, and they're very easy to do that anybody could do it. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started now. And if you're in the house, make sure you say hi. Let me know where you're from. All right, so the first one I'm going to show you, I'm going to show you this one. Let's see here. Let's do a police one. Okay, let's do a police one. All right, so this one is going to be, I found out that there are 2 police officers, one in my neighborhood, and then there's one in another neighborhood that's nearby. So I was going to make something for each of them as well. So we are going to make a mesh mailbox cover bow. Okay, so for this one, you're going to, what I prefer to have, but I don't have right now, is those long tinsel ropes. You know, the ones that come in a big roll. But I don't have those on hand. So what I plan on doing is I'm going to use the pipe cleaner to put everything together. But then when it comes to attaching it to the mailbox, you're going to want to take this with you, obviously, because everybody has a different style mailbox. I'm going to basically take it with me and put it through the bow and then attach it to the mailbox that way. So, but we're going to go ahead and get started with that. I just want to do this quick and simple. I don't want to make any attachments. Usually when I do mailbox toppers, I already know what the measurements are going to be ahead of time. So since I don't, we're going to use this to hold it all together, and then this will be going with me as I do my drive around through the different neighborhoods. Tina! Hi, sweetheart. Hi, Donna. How are you from South Carolina? I think you're on lockdown with me too, aren't you? Okay, so figure out how long you want your tail to be. Okay, now I'm basically going to do the bow style where we're going to do 3 loops of blue and we're going to do 3 loops of black. Okay, so I think we're going to go with, let's do a 12-inch. We'll do a 12-inch tail on here, and I'm basically going to crawl my way up. Okay, and then I'm going to hold it there. So you're going to hold on to it. All right, I'm just going to hold it here, and then I'm going to go out. As you're doing this, let me move this over, and I need to get something to hold this down, y'all. Otherwise, it's going to keep flapping everywhere. There. Move the coat hanger over. We're going to use a coat hanger later, too. Hi, Kathy. How are you? I know I love the blue, too. This is actually, I use this particular one because it has the nice wide foil. I use this one when I do my roses, but this was leftover mesh. So normally I hold on to it. I have all these rolls over there of mostly used mesh, and I just hold on to it till I need it. So this is one of those times where I've got something to do with the mesh. Hi, Cecile. How are you? So we're going to count out. Let me try here. We're going to do a 1, 2, 3, 4 and see how that turns out, okay? So we're going to go and make sure this goes under and this goes under. So you want those 2 edges to go under, all right? So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see how wide that makes it. That's pretty nice. Measurement-wise, for those of you who like to try to measure things on here, this looks to be about 14 inches long. Okay, I usually just go 1, 2, 3, 4 and just eyeball it. So that's what I do. Hi, Maria. So you're going to take it now. And now that you've got this bunched up and this bunched up, you're going to grab it And now you've got your first loop for the bow. Okay? So we're going to unroll a little bit more. I already took it off its roller because I had to make sure we had enough mesh to do this earlier. All right. And we're going to make another one. Okay? So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Again, that was about 14 inches. Look at that. I'm pretty darn good at that, aren't I? Almost, yeah. All right. And then we're just going to bring it up. And this time, don't just try to put it this way. It'll all fall out of your hands. All right. You're going to bring this over like so. So push this out of the way and then grab that next bunch. That way it stays right there. And if it's a little bit too low, just pull it up a little bit. Hi, Maria. All right, I'm going to do that. And again, we only need 3 loops. You can do as many as you want to, quite frankly, but I'm just going to go for 3 because we're going to put the black with it too. Okay. All right, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to go 1. Hold on, let me make sure it's under. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Feels like it's a little too big. Let's check. Nope, it's a little too short. There we go. Perfect. All right, so same thing. Don't just go like this. All right, you're going to push that to the side. And now you're going to put them together. Like so. Okay? All right, so now that we have that, I also want to make sure I have a 12-inch tail. All right? Doesn't really matter, I suppose, but, you know. I mean, this is for a good cause and everything. So 10, 11, 12. So I want it to be about right here. It's going to be fun cutting this, y'all, because it's off the roll already. Let's put this here. All right, let's get my floral wire thing over here, and we'll lay that on there. Let me use my other hand, and I'm going to reach across, and we're going to get my fancy little thingamabob cutter, okay, which is also halfway broken, and I can't go to Hobby Lobby right now. All right, so we're going to cut this the best we can. Again, this is for a good cause, so, you know, it's just kind of, all right, let's see if I can do that. I'm not a right-handed person, y'all. I'm lefty, so this is hard for me. There we go. All right, now you're still going to have to hold on to these. You can't let go. So now we're going to do the black. All right, so I've got that in this hand. I've got a little section. Looks like I've got a little bit left over. I'll save this for another project. Maybe something where I'm doing curls. So this is a wide foil mesh. You can use any type of 21-inch mesh with that. We're just going to throw that to the side. All right, let's go ahead and we'll grab the black. Okay, we're going to go with black and blue. All right, so same thing here, and if I need to make this nice and neat cut later, I will. All right, so I'm going to do the same thing. Now, I'll cut it the other way, but because I want to make sure that this end and this end go under, I'm actually putting the roll like this versus how we usually turn it upside down. Okay, so just FYI on that part. All right, there we go. All right, we're going to make sure we have a 12-inch tail, roundabout-ish. There's our 10. There is my 12. All right. And we're going to crawl our way up. And we are going to add it to the pile. It gets to be quite a bit, doesn't it? But I promise you, it's not that hard once you do it. Okay? All right, and we're going to do the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me get the black here. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you want to check the measurement, perfect, right at 14. All right, so I'm going to move it to the side and bring my finger right in there. It gets to be pretty thick, y'all. All right, same thing. These are so quick and easy to do. You could do them for a party, but honestly, like I said, these are going to be little ribbons, little bows that I put on top of mailboxes for our public service peeps. 3, 4. All right, there's my second one. Okay, let's get another one. This is so easy. All right, where's my 10? I'm using my 10 as my line. I'm going to go up here, 12, wait, no, 14 inches. There we go. All right. And we're going to gather it. Oh my gosh, it's getting big, y'all. All right. Okay. All right, so now we're going to need our tail. It's kind of hard to see at this point. All right, we've got our 22 right there. There I go with my little lefty hand, with my lefty trying to do a righty thing. Gosh, this feels so awkward. I don't know how you right-handed people do this. This is hard. Lord have mercy, if I ever broke my left arm or my left hand, I would be, whew. All right, go ahead and stick a fork in me. All right, here we go. All right, so we're gonna move this one out of the way. Like I said, this is all just random stuff that I've had on hand. Okay, so now what we want to do here now is we want to go ahead and put it all together. All right, so basically you've got your hand around this huge stuff, and what we're going to do is we're going to just go ahead and I'm going to pull a pipe cleaner. Honestly, y'all, the wire is so thin that sometimes it slips through my hand. So when I've got this much in my hand, it's hard. I think that's why I said if you have tinsel rope, the long rope, I would use that. But I don't have tinsel rope, so guess what? We're going to make do with what we have. So I'm going to take this in here. I'm going to slip it under my hand, and I'm going to go around. You got to find it. Let's see here. There's the tail. There's a tail. It's like playing hide and go seek with mesh. Alrighty. It really does work a lot better if you have tinsel rope. Alright, I got it around that side. Let's bring it around this side. Hopefully this is going to work, because if not, I'm going to have to pull out my wire. And my hand does not like to work with that wire. Not doing this. Alright, I got it. Woo! That was rough, y'all. Alright, you're going to want to make sure you pull it nice and tight. Uh-oh. That's what I said. Nice and tight. Oh, boy. Gosh darn it. Here we go again. Let me grab it. Quick, before it falls apart. Got it. And got it. Oh, God. Now I've got to grab the whole thing. Hold on. Let's pull the thingy out. Alright, make sure I got everything in here, y'all. Alright. Okay. I got that. Alright. Can't let go, don't let go. Don't let it go. No, no, no. I'm going to try this again. Maybe I should have put two of these suckers together, y'all. We'll give it one more shot. We shall give it one more shot. It is a pain in the booty butt. I will say that much. But we can get this in here. Alright, let me see. Where are my fingers? Alright. I got that. Let's see here. I got that. So be careful on letting it go. Don't do like Elsa. Let it go. Let it go. Can't hold it back anymore. I know, right? Big bow. That's why I said tinsel rope would be a whole lot better than this thing. But you know what? We're going to make it work. Alright. And then you can kind of just move it around. So I want to try to move some of the black over. It is a big bow. Bet you didn't know you could do a bow with mesh. Some of y'all might have known that. Alright, got that. Okay. Now let's get this blue one over here. Now I'm just kind of opening it up a little. There we go. There we go. Do. See, I told y'all, just don't let go. Don't do like Isabel and just think you have it on there and then it's not put together. That's stinky poos. Alright. Because I let go and I shouldn't have had let go. Alright, let's try to, I want to try to get this one over here if we can. There we go. Fabulous. Awesome. Open it up. And you can sit here playing with it and open it up some more. Okay? But basically, you end up with a great big old bow. And honestly, right here, I would cut this black mesh just a little bit. I need to put it on top of a mailbox, though, to really kind of see how I want it to work. There we go. Move it around a little. Awesome. I'm trying to alternate it to where I get the tails, so I have blue and black on one side. See how that tail's a little bit longer than this side? I want to cut that off a little bit. Let's cut that off a little bit, y'all. Let's try 2 inches. All right. And there you have it. So basically, right down here is where I've put the little, is where I've got the bottom, and I would put the wire around it and then cut the wire so that it fits on top of the mailbox, okay? Usually when I do toppers, I don't do them like this, but when I do toppers, I typically ask for measurements or for them to send me a picture of their mailbox. So since I have no clue what these mailboxes look like for all these different people, I'm going to take my roll of wire with me. So there you go. You'll have a black and a blue on one side and a black and a blue on the other. So it'll sit something like this on top. You got a nice big bow right there too. I love it. Like it. Love it. Hello, hello, Virginia. How are you? All right, so this is a big bow. All right. So that one's with 21-inch mesh. Okay. If you want it to be smaller, then just use 10-inch mesh. I'm kind of holding it down. See, now you can actually see the bow without all the tails in the way. Okay. And you can make a choice. You don't have to have the big tails if you don't want to. All right, so this one's going to go to a police officer's house. All right. Y'all, you know, I better do this early in the morning because I don't want a police officer to be home and then I go to jail. What's that person doing with the mail? All right, so here you go. And this bow is, how wide is this bow? This bow is 14 inches wide. All right, but it basically sit on top of the mailbox like this. Okay. Easy peasy. You didn't even have to use a bow tool for that. All right, let me show you all a different way to do it. Okay, another way that you can also make these, you can use this one right here. All right, this is 6-inch mesh. You can do this with 6-inch mesh. You can do this with 10-inch mesh or 21-inch mesh. All right, obviously if you do 21-inch mesh, y'all, it's gonna be huge. So if you have a bow maker, you can also use the mesh on a bow maker too. Bet you didn't know that. All right. All right, so we're gonna get started on here, and this time, because I do like my wire with that. Again, I'm gonna do the wire, but honestly, I'm gonna be cutting another one. So I'm gonna cut this one short just to hold it together. Okay. And like I said, I'll take it with me. All right, so let's start. I think we'll have enough on this one, but I'm not sure. Let's start here. You can use any type of bow maker that you want. Let's go for maybe this one and see what happens. Let's stretch it out, y'all. Okay, it's gonna be huge. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's okay. Let's do. That's gonna give us 6. We could do one more. Let's get a few more pegs out. So you can do it without a bow maker. You saw me do that. If you do it with 10-inch mesh, you just get a smaller bow about this wide. Okay. So if you use 21-inch mesh, it's going to be about this wide. So you saw how I did it without one. With one, it's easy peasy. Okay. All right, so decide how long you want your tail. All right. Doesn't really matter on here. So we're just going to go, this is going to be for an EMT. Okay. Now, I've seen their mailbox because I did do a drive-through, this one, and it's one of those skinnier mailboxes, okay, with a skinny post on it. So the other one I think is going to be a little bigger. All right, so here we go. I'm just going to use a 10-inch tail. Okay. I'm going to come up here. All right, same concept, and we're going to bring it around. All right, when I do stuff for mailboxes, I always go with the widest one. All right, let's bring it on here. I'm a little shaky because I haven't even had dinner yet, y'all. All right, I had lunch, I just didn't eat dinner. Thank you, Kathy. All right, here we go. So this came from Michael's, so the 6-inch mesh over here. So you can get that from there. All right, we got our tail here. All right, and we're just going to go around, and you can do as many loops as you want to do. All right, it's completely up to you. I'm going to use whatever I have on here, and then I do have another roll if we have to use it. And then I'm going to show y'all what to do with a coat hanger, a wire coat hanger, okay? All right, so we're just going to come around here. Doesn't matter, just scrunch it up, okay? All right. We'll do right here. I'm so used to twisting. You do want the pretty side up. Push that up. Mesh is a little harder on here, y'all. I will say that. It is a little harder. All right, give it a good twist. It just wants to stick to itself too, so be careful. Now I'm thinking that gives us 3, 6, that gives us 3, 6, 7 loops on it. I kind of want to go for a little more, I think. Let's do, let's go for 2 on each. All right. Kind of like, I need to move that twine out of the way. There we go. All right. So we got 2 on there, and then we'll twist it. We'll bring it on here. It's easy when it's all one color. If you have to switch colors, then you've just got to get another piece of wire and put it on there and add the new color in. You know what? Screw that crap. Get on the floor. The mesh does not want to work well on here, but you can do it. I've done it. There we go. And twist it around. I know! I love my Pro Bow too. I want the new one though. I want that brand new one that's out, but I can't bring myself to spend the money. I gotta get this cardboard thing off of here, y'all. The one at the end of the roll. There. Okay. Like I said, the mesh does want to twist, so you're just gonna have to work with it. It's not that bad. All right, bring it right here. So we got 1 on here. We need to get another. And looks like y'all will get to see me add a new roll of mesh on here because we're gonna run out. All right, yep. So let me hold that in place here and pull that under. There we go. All right. So since I ran out, this is where at this point you could add a different color if you wanted to. Okay. So I need to get a little more wire. All right. There we go. We're going to cut it. We'll move it back over to the side. Okay. When you do that, you're going to go through the middle, go to the bottom, all right, and all the way out. That is going to hold it there. So basically treating the mesh like it's ribbon, okay? All right, now we can get the new one because I ran out on here. The coat hanger one is fun too. I hope y'all have coat hangers, metal coat hangers. All right, there we go. All right, we don't need a long tail for this, so I'm just going to attach it, okay, right here. We did the 2 here, so we're going to end up going to that side. Did we do? No, we only got 1 over there. And then you just add it in there and give it like 2 or 3 twists, okay? And then I just push it down and out of the way, okay? All right, so now we do need it to go over there on that side. Okay. All right. So So we're going to come over here. Okay. And then we're going to do this last row over here. Honestly, you can do as many loops as you want to, y'all. Okay. It's the same concept, just for a bow maker, because some people do have arthritis, so trying to hold on to everything gets to be a problem sometimes. So I wanted to show y'all a different way to do it if you have arthritis, or like me, sometimes my arthritis acts up. Okay, and I never know how it's going to be on a day-to-day basis. So I can pretty much guarantee that if it's rainy weather, it's going to act up. So, all right, there we go. And grab it there and give it a good twist. Definitely much easier with ribbon, but again, you get a lot more mesh. All right. My ribbons tend to be very expensive. All right, and give it a twist. All right, so now we're just going to bring the two that we had here, okay, and I should have opened it up a little bit first. And I'm just going to slide this through to the top. It's just how I do it. All right, and we're going to trim it off here. Okay, give this a good about 3 or 4 twists. Snip that off. I'm going to show you one more way after this. All right, and again, we had a 10-inch, so let's get over here. I'm at 15, so we'll cut it over here at 25. Okay. And you know what? It's the thought that counts. All right, let me move this out of the way. We're done with this one, so we can move that. All right, we're going to get this guy here, and then we're going to get this one down here. All right, and you're going to push this up. There you go, just like so. All right, and again, when I go through and I'm going to have my floral wire with me so that I can see, you know, how long it needs to be. So I'm actually going to just go ahead and trim this off. There we go. Okay, and let's take it off. All right, same concept as making a bow, just you're making it with mesh. All right, let's move this out of the way. I semi-clean up. See, y'all? I clean up for y'all. You should be so proud. I haven't cleaned my house all week. I didn't clean it last week either. I did sweep a little bit. The bathroom got kind of clean. All right, I do have a lot of cleaning to do this weekend though. All right, okay. So now we've got this here, okay. And basically you're just going to open things up, okay. And it's just cute and easy. There we go. You get a nice big bow on here. Let's go to this one. Open this up. It's already looking pretty. We haven't even finished, y'all. All right, open these ones. Okay, there we go. And again, I wanted to show you guys things that, you know, you might have the supplies for, things that weren't going to cost tons and tons of money, because I know these are trying times for everyone, but I know everybody wants to help and do something. You know, so if you can sew and do the masks, great, awesome. If you'd rather just do this to show your appreciation through the neighborhood, that works as well. All right, open this one. We didn't see this one over here. Let me get this one out. Okay. There we go. All right. And so this one is a cute little bow too, and it can sit on top of a mailbox, okay? You can add more tails to it if you wanted to. But here you have another cute little bow. I guess it's not kind of little, is it? If you use the outer edge, it looks like it comes to 15 inches, y'all. Yep, see, Kathy? I told you, you can make a bow out of anything, literally. The thing is I was looking for a way, because I'm like, yes, I know I can grab everything by hand, but sometimes when people grab a bunch of mesh that's this wide already or this thick, it's hard for arthritic hands. So the Pro Bow definitely makes it easier. All right, but this is another cute one here that you can do, and you can add stuff to it if you want to add extra stuff to it. Okay, so that's easy. Put like little signs in here at the top. And again, when you take it to the mailbox, you'll just want to stick some wire through here, have it through the bottom, and then just attach it to the mailbox. Okay, so here's one that I'm going to put on an EMT's house. All right, so far we have our police officer one, okay, and we have our EMT one. So got 2 of them made. I like everything big, y'all. What can I say? All right, y'all, let's bring out that coat hanger, shall we? I'm going to adjust y'all a little bit now. If you get a little motion sickness or something like that, just close your eyes for a second until I tell you to open them, okay? I promise I'll keep dressed. I'll stay dressed. All right, guys, here we go. I had to move you in a little bit. Okay, so my in-laws, they get a lot of dry cleaning done. So they're always asking me, like, do you want these hangers? I'm like, no, it's metal. I don't want to put my clothes on a metal hanger. I like to put my clothes on plastic hangers or wooden hangers. But these are great for doing something else. Now I'm going to tell you something. You can do 2 things with these. All right. You can do it this way. Okay. And you can do a mailbox topper, or you could even do a door swag with it. Check that out. Okay, so you could turn this into a door swag or do a mailbox topper. The way with the mailbox topper is you're just going to bend it around. The great thing is you put the wire here, you put the wire here, and you pull it underneath the mailbox. Okay, so we'll throw this to the side. Okay, you do have to prep this one, or you could just go ahead and purchase. You could just go ahead and purchase a rail online too. Totally. But I didn't do that. Okay, so let's do this one. Because I've got another nurse as well. I'll do the red one again. Got yellow. I just want to do something different with that. Okay. Yep, since we've got this, we're going to go ahead and go with red. That's right. That's why. I didn't have a lot of yellow left, y'all. I was originally going to do a yellow one and realized that, oh my God, I don't have enough yellow pipe cleaners. Okay. Since this isn't going to be very thick, I'm actually just going to cut these in half. Okay. All right. So we'll just cut some here. We'll just get a few cut. We'll put them on there. And if we need to add more, we'll add more. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and add one up here. Okay. Like so. And basically you're going to give it 2 twists around. Okay. You're basically creating a rail is what you're doing. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and get this one. Same concept. All right. You're going to tighten it and give it 2 good twists. All right. And then we'll go over here. And we'll do that again. Okay. And same thing over here. This works as door swag too, y'all. I would just, if it was on a door, I'll be honest with you, I would put something on the back though to cover it, because I don't want other stuff touching my door. I do not want metal touching my door. So that's just me personally. I think what I am going to do here, you could just put one here. Okay. So we'll try going with that. All right, because you get over here. Actually, you know what? Because I like to keep them about. There we go. All right. We'll do 2 on there. All right, and that might be able to get away with 1. You know what? We'll stick it on there and we'll see how it goes. The thing is, I'm using very thin mesh. You can add ribbons to it too, if you wanted to. All right. I'll have to make a door mesh one. I'll have to make another one for y'all, a swag using this. But this, for the purposes of tonight, I'm just showing y'all easy ways to make ones that you can do around the neighborhood. We'll cut one more. All right. Who else is making? Who else is going to be making mailbox swags and toppers around their neighborhoods? Or do you know anybody in your neighborhood who already, you already know they're a doctor or a police officer, or they work in a hospital, firefighter? I've already been reaching out. I'm actually surprised people gave me their addresses in other neighborhoods. I'm actually shocked about that, y'all. All right, okay, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to get started. So I did this here. I did the diamond shape first. Boop, 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 boop. Then you can either put one here or you can do two like I did. Since I'm using a very thin mesh and I don't have my metallic, I'm actually going to put it closer together, okay? All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started. We got to attach it on there, okay? So the way I am going to do that is I'm just going to go in here and we're going to make it a little longer because that way I can flip it under, okay? All right, and we'll do that. Pull it pretty tight. All right, there we go. And I'll just end up attaching it under here. So, not a problem. All righty, let's go ahead and get started. We'll pull this out some. All right, 1, 2, 3. Okay, and we'll go here and attach it in. And go around. And so we're going to go all the way around doing the same thing, okay? 1, 2, 3, and attach. There we go. Easy peasy. Thank you, by the way, Miss Tina. I appreciate it. All right, and we'll do the same thing. 1, 2, 3, and we'll attach right here. If I can get it off of there, there we go. Open that up. Again, these are just inexpensive ways. Now you could totally, for yourself, or you could totally add more to it. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And we'll go right in here onto this one. Coat hangers are a little more slippery though, I'll tell you all that much. I'm also doing this at an angle to try to get y'all to where you can see it a little better. There we go. Awesome, awesome. I can't wait to go around tomorrow afternoon and put some of these on different houses. I'm so excited. Different mailboxes. 1, 2, 3. And we'll do the same thing here. All right. Okay. Could use longer pipe cleaners if you wanted to. I just didn't know what all I had on stash on back there. Okay. 1, 2, 3. And we'll put that onto here. Okay. And you're going to go all the way around. Okay. All right, we got that. And if it moves around, don't worry about it, because once you get everything done, it's not going to matter. I promise you that. All right, like this one moved a little bit. We're good. All right, and we're going to go around. Okay, here we go. All right. And 1, 2, 3. And we'll get that over here. Isn't this easy, y'all? Definitely something you guys can do. Anybody. And it's so fun. Okay, 1, 2, 3. I mean, you can make a cover almost out of mailbox cover, topper, almost out of anything, if you just use your imagination. All right, there we go. Awesome, awesome. See, it's starting to take shape. I'll try to see if I can't put that back at an angle, y'all. Okay, 1, 2, 3. And again, if it moves around on you a little bit, don't sit here worrying about it, okay? It may do that. Once you get everything on there, it's fine. But that's also the reason some people prefer to use different rails. There we go. Okay. There we go. And almost done around this way. We're not done yet though. This one takes a little bit more time than the other two bows. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Got that. Okay. And here we go. Okay. And almost there. 1, 2, 3. And we'll bring that over in here into this one. Now for this one, I may add some extra ribbons to it, y'all. There we go. Check that out. See, it's starting to get coverage. Starting. All right, here we go. And then finally, we're going to do our last loop over here. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And stick it in there. All right. Now. Okay. Now, at this point, you know, some people might just add ribbons. Me, I prefer to kind of go back and forth one more time. So we went around the whole side this way, right? Hi, Linda. How are you, sweetheart? Well, you can go back and check the other parts later. We did a mesh bow that required no other tools except for your hand and a pipe cleaner. And we did a mesh bow on the Pro Bow, the hand, the bow tool. And now we are going to do a mailbox topper, which, you know, you could serve as a door swag, but a mailbox topper out of a coat hanger. So, and then, of course, after the video is done, it'll be available. So, all right, so now, guys, let's go ahead, and I'm basically going to go back across in a zigzag pattern. All right, so I'm going to look over here. So basically, it's like we're going to go here, then here, then here, then here. Okay, just to give it extra coverage. Okay, so I'll turn this around in a minute. 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right, so let's go to, yeah, we'll go over here to this one. How about that? All right, we'll go on to this one. Okay, and then we'll start zigzagging. Okay, open that up. Make sure you open them as you go. Otherwise, it's going to be hard later to try to get it done. So go ahead and open it as you're doing it, okay? All right, gather it up here. Hold that one spot in place. 1, 2, 3. And now we're going to zigzag back and forth across, okay? All right, so we'll go over here. Y'all, honestly, this is just going to make my day tomorrow. So I'm going to see if the kiddos want to come with me as we go around delivering them and putting them on the mailboxes. And hopefully nobody calls the cops on me. What is she doing on my mailbox? So, and then I've gotten some addresses from friends that have reached out to me. Not my friends, but like friends of that particular person saying, hey, so-and-so is. And I was like, okay, cool. And so I got their address that way. So, you know, I'm going to show up at these houses, and if anybody's at home, which technically everybody should be at home unless you're an essential person, they're going to be wondering, what on earth is this weird lady doing outside? Yes, ma'am, Linda. And I'm going to be on again this Saturday, too. 1, 2, 3. I don't know what I'm doing yet, so don't ask. I have no clue what I'm doing. All right, and we're going to go across this way. All right, and you can see now it's really giving this coverage. All right, okay, there we go. And I'm just doing one time around to tighten. I'm going to make sure to open that up, okay. All right, I feel like I'm making a door swag, y'all. Okay, it's getting pretty thick. Turn it around, hold that in place down there, the pipe cleaner, All right, 1, 2, 3, and we're going to go across. You know, sometimes it helps too if you can go ahead and open it up a little bit as you're working, as you go across here, if it works with you. All right, and we are going to go over here. Are we? Yes, we are going over here. I had to take a look, y'all. There's a lot of red in here. It gets a little hard to see. All right, we're going to tighten that up. All right, you can use full pipe cleaners. Again, I just don't know how many I have on hand over there, and my concern is I don't know how much more supplies I'm going to be able to get soon, y'all. So that's why I really want to make sure that I've got enough to get everything done. All right, got that. This one needs to be pulled out a little bit back here too. All right, let's pull this one out. Trying to go around and paying attention to it. Somehow I must have missed that one. All right, and now we're going to zigzag back across that way. 1, 2, 3. All right, and we are going to go to this side over here. Right in there. Okay. There. All right, one time around. That's all I needed for this. Okay. Got that? What's going on over there? Oh, you're on lockdown too? We're on lockdown too, but every day I'm always delivering stuff to the post office, which is my essential business as a small business. No, but literally I go to the post office, I put on my big P100 mask, I go in, still holding my breath even though my mask is on, drop it off, and I walk back out. So, and the ladies today just pointed at the door, so I actually just left it at the door, and they picked it up for me and took it to the counter. So I was like, cool. All right, so at this point, you could do a couple of things. You could leave it like this or go across one more time. I'm thinking I'm going to go back over one more time, but let's take it over here to the end like we did over there, okay? I'm going to zigzag backwards one more time. 1, 2, 3, hopefully. And we're going to attach it here, okay? All right. Or I could just put ribbons on it. I don't know. Y'all know how I am about coverage, y'all. Coverage bothers this girl. So if I don't get enough coverage to make me happy, I do more. That's just the way I am. Can't help it. All right, and there we go. All right, so I am going to go up one more time, give it a little bit more coverage, okay? And then I might do something special to it. All right, so let's get it this way. All right, 1, 2, 3, probably about right there. It went backwards a little on me. All right, little more coverage. All right, and we're going to go, since we started over there, well, let's just go ahead and, yeah, we'll just go over here. It's fine, it's whatever. It is what it is. There we go. Plus, this is going to help stay a little bit more in the weather outside in the sun. There. Okay, open it up. Look how full it's getting. See? Bet y'all doubted me when I said coat hanger. 1, 2, 3. All right, and we're going to go over this way to the other side, right up here. Okay. So I'm going to hold this down in place and bring my mesh on down into it. There we go. All right. I don't know what I'm going to do on Saturday, y'all. I haven't figured that out yet. Okay, open this back up. There. There we go. All right. And then we're going to go zigzag our way back over here. I might even have to attach a little extra mesh to it because it looks like we're going to be running low. This was a leftover roll, so it didn't start with the whole roll to begin with. 1, 2, 3. Did not start with the whole roll to begin with. All right, I think I want to go right over here though, so let's do a little bit. Well, no, it doesn't want to go over there, y'all. It wants to go over here. All right, fair enough. You got to go where the mesh wants you to go. Okay. And tighten it in. All right. And we are at the end of our roll. So I will have to attach a new roll. Let's get this off of here and get the staples off. What do y'all do with these ones right here? What do you do with these leftover things? I'm curious. And then I got these little tiny ones too. Hello, hello, Sharon. How are you? I guess I wonder if I could put them in my garden bed. Y'all think I can put them? Because I got a garden bed that I was building today. That's why I'm curious about it. Let's see if we have a 1, 2, 3 here or not, y'all. 1, 2, 3. Oh, we have a 1, 2, 3. I'm so excited. Okay, and we're going to go right over here. Okay. Right in there. Okay. There we go. Good. I'm glad. Who's not on lockdown? I'm very curious about that. Who's not on lockdown so far? Everybody I know is on lockdown. All right, let's open this one up. I saw this one just right now. Caught my eye. There. There we go. All right, we do need to get over here. All right. Got that. Open this one up. Okay. Open that up. Make sure that's open. Just double check as I'm going across, making sure. All right, so we do still need to come over this way and then to the top. So I just have a little bit of mesh that, you know, just ran short just a little bit. Honestly, at this point, this is where normally I'd be like, okay, what else can I stick here to cover it up? But I don't have that option. So, all right, we are going to attach this over here. All right, and I'm actually going to attach it this way so that the tail hides inside. Okay. There. Awesome. All right, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3. And we're going to go across this way, right over here. Looks like this is perfect right there. If I can get it over there. Yep, perfect, perfect. I was just a tad bit shy, y'all. Get that pipe cleaner out. Okay, here we go. And this could be for those longer mailboxes. So there we go. Awesome. Let's open it up. And now you've got a pretty good amount of coverage going on. I mean, I would still add more to this, but this is pretty good right here. All right, let's go ahead and I'm going to cut this off long enough so that I can tuck it inside. All right, let's just use this. All right, we're just going to cut this here, and I'm just going to take it and tuck it into the bottom. Okay, here we go. Awesome. And there you have it. Look at that. Now, at this point, you definitely could add more to it. So definitely, you see why I said that this could easily be a door swag? Because when you take a look at it, this thing's huge. And you got the little handle right there. So you could easily turn this into a door swag. For a mailbox topper, you would take the wire here, take the wire over here, and pull them down and tie them underneath the mailbox. You go on lockdown tonight. We went on lockdown 12 o'clock today. I'll be honest with y'all. They should have did it earlier. But you know what? We're not going to get into any of that. I don't want to talk about any of that right now. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Honestly, if I start talking about that, y'all, I should be paid big bucks, and I'm not getting paid the big bucks. So that's the reason other people make decisions. So that's the way I see it on that part. I do have a little bit of ribbon left. So while I could call it a day, since I have some extra ribbon, I mean, this is totally fine. You could totally call this a day. All right. You've got nice coverage all the way through. Check that out with the coat hanger, right? And how much do you spend on a rail? What's that, about $4.95, $5 for a rail? And here you got a coat hanger from the dry cleaners. So, you know, nothing special. All right, so I do have a little bit of ribbon. I don't know how much ribbon I have. That's my only concern. Oh, God. So I'm trying to figure out how much we would need. I'm trying to figure out if I have enough to do this or not, okay? Because I could just put a one here, but I usually like to put them in sets. I could put one here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could do 5. All right, so I would need 10 pieces of ribbon. And let's see how deep this is. My son took off with my ruler, so let me grab my dressmaker ruler instead. Let's see how high this is, y'all. All right, 5 inches. So I typically double that. That's 10, and then I add extra 2, so that's 12. So we could cut them at 12 inches, okay? So let's see if I've got enough for 12 inches, y'all. I don't know. All right, that would be 1, 2, and that would be 24. Help me out, y'all. 6. I can't think today. 12 more inches. 36. Gosh, Isabel. 3. Oh, 3. Okay, duh. See, now I don't even have to look. I don't think I have enough, y'all. That's going to give me 6. Oh, God. Nope. I've got 7, 8, almost 9. I could make it a little shorter, so I've got enough for 3. You know what? We're just going to go with 3 then. We're going to put 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, and call it a day. Okay? Again, this is something where, you know, you're just doing, it's a nice gesture. And it's going to be fun. I might cut it a little bit shorter. Maybe I'll cut each of them. No, I'll just cut each of them to 12. All right, so we've got 1. Now, normally, you know what? I don't want to, let me use this instead. Normally, I would use my little thingy over there, my little handy-dandy cardboard tool to cut these. But I'm not doing that many. So let's add some ribbons to it. Could you even imagine if you had the extra supplies on hand, you could add some extra decorations to the top of this too. It'd be really cute. But we're looking for inexpensive ways to show our appreciation. I wanted it inexpensive because that way anybody could do this. I didn't want to get, you know, too material heavy. There we go. And like I said, we're just going to do what we got to do. Let me see how many pieces I have there. This is going to be 1. That's going to be 2. All right, that's going to be 3. Oh, Lord, somehow. Or Isabel doesn't know how to count, y'all. We might be able to get 4. Oh, I don't know if I want 4. Y'all know how I like my odd numbers. We'll see. We shall see. Anyway, so this would be 10 and 10. This would be about right here. All right. Let's see what we come up with, y'all. Let's see what we come up with, okay? You go on lockdown tonight. You know, I'm trying to figure out what this lockdown essentially means because I was reading our county's lockdown. And, I mean, basically, it didn't seem like that much different than what had already been done. Like, all the parks were already closed. They already said people couldn't congregate together. You know, they shut down the dine-in areas in our area already. So, I don't know. I'm a little confused by it. We were already hunkered down for the last 2 weeks anyway. But I tell y'all what the hardest thing is. This whole homeschooling thing. I'm a teacher. And trying to prepare lessons for my students. And trying to meet with them online, because I do meet with them online. And I am available to answer parent questions and give assistance. And then I've got to get my eldest son, I've got to get his work done too. I say I got it because you know, you're supposed to be the teacher, right? So I'm trying to teach him through his lessons. And let me tell you, he does not want to learn with mommy worth anything. So interesting, interesting. I think we might stick with 3. We'll see. But trying to get all that done and then have a 4-year-old running around the house, it's hard, y'all. It's hard. All right, check that out. Almost done, y'all. Okay. But I know everybody is in the same boat. So I don't think we're going back to school this year, I'll be honest with you. I will be honest with you. The county hasn't said anything, but I'm almost 100% certain we're not going back to school. All right, so I'm thinking here, here, and here for sure. I would love to do another one, but I only have enough for 4. So it'd be like 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, I could do it that way. Let's see. Let's get started, and we'll just see what happens. How about that? Okay. Let's start with the longer ones over here, I think. Yeah, we'll just get started. We'll see what happens. Okay. So we'll come over here, and this is only extra. You could totally leave it the way we had it, okay? It's still nice and it still has good coverage. So I'm going to twist that, and then I'm just going to poke that thing down. There we go. All right. All right, we'll fix all that mess in a minute. We'll get the other one going here. All right, so this is the part where I'm thinking we could just go here and here. I mean, what do y'all think? 3 or 4? What do we want to do? Y'all help me out. I'm going to let it to be the community decision. We either go here, here, and here, or we go like here, probably here, here, and there. I'm actually thinking 3 is probably better. What do y'all think? I'm thinking we're going to lean towards that. All right, there we go. We'll see what happens. Awesome. And again, just take it. It's red. The mesh is red, so just go ahead and tuck it in. Open it up. Okay. And then, yeah, I think, yep, 3 was the right decision. Sometimes I second guess myself. And then sometimes I've made something before and I'm like, let's make it again. So I'll take it apart and do it over again. All right, we'll go here. Okay. I cannot wait to put this one on. Again, this is just leftover ribbon that I had. So, all right, we're going to take the ends right there. I'm just going to push them in. Okay. I'm going to open that back up. Okay. And this way. All right. So, and I would actually probably, there we go, have that. Now you could add a whole bunch more to this if you wanted to. All right. So let's go ahead. What I would have loved is to put that ribbon right there in the middle, but there is no middle. All right. And this is just for fun. Now, if you wanted to take this a step further, if you have more ribbon on hand, awesome, because then you could definitely use more. But this is all the ribbon I had on hand right now. So this is what we're working with. If you don't have ribbon, that's fine. The mesh in and of it by itself is, you know, by the time you do all the way around, zigzag, zigzag another time, you get a decent coverage. You could add extra decorations to this if you wanted to. Totally up to you if you have them on hand. I'm not going inside a store like Michael's or, well, that you can't go inside. But a lot of their deals are mainly for purchasing in store, and so I was like, you can't go inside the store. Rumor has it Hobby Lobby is going to be shutting down their shipping soon. I don't know how true that is. So, but usually when I need something, I need it right away. So, and to keep this cost effective, I would probably get something from the dollar store, you know, to put on here to maintain the cost part of it. So with that being said, I'm not walking inside a dollar store, and dollar stores stopped shipping. They won't ship to you anymore. So you can't do a ship and pick up online. They've shut that whole thing down. And not even deliver to your house. Why? Because they're trying to get people to go inside their stores. I don't know, maybe their tune will change now. All right, there we go. But you could totally add, you could add more to this. But again, this, I'm just keeping it basic because I want to show y'all how it would look like and make this doable for everyone. Okay, and there you have it, y'all. See, you've got yourself a cute little mailbox cover that you can add. And you just put the wire over here on this side, and then the wire over here, pull it down underneath the mailbox, and you're all set to go. Isn't this gorgeous? I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. So I cannot wait to deliver this tomorrow as well. Hi, Dean, how are you? So, hello, Stephanie. So tonight we made a mesh bow by hand with 21-inch mesh. And then we did a mesh bow on the Pro Bow, and we used Michael's 6-inch mesh. And then here, this was the coat hanger idea, okay? So just plain regular mesh on a coat hanger. And then if you have extra ribbon on hand, you can add some ribbon to it. If you have decorations, you can add decorations to it. But again, I think I would love to see what you guys come up with. And definitely go to the event page that I have on my Facebook page, Sparkles in the ATL, and click on that event. And if you make any mailbox toppers or you make any bows and ribbons to put on people's mailboxes, I would definitely love to see pictures of what you guys are doing. In the time right now with everybody feeling so anxious and so nervous, and some people are scared, this is just our little way of trying to add a little bit of sunshine and a little bit of brightness to somebody else's day, and a little way just to say thank you. So I hope you guys liked it. I definitely want to see what you guys come up with, and definitely share it with me. If you have any questions about any of this, let me know. I'll be happy to help. And I will see y'all again this coming up Saturday, so in a couple of days. So you guys take care, stay safe, and y'all have a good evening. Love y'all. Good night, guys.